There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Texas A&M's offense will get the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's...
There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll move the tight end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Dropping back, it's Hart. It's complete to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The short hands, it's open. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggie! When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about, Reese, until we visited. And you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, when you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Off the play fake. Got his man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Turning it on. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hart. Setting up the screen. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there down 7-3 as they open this drive. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Riley.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Release to the back. And his throw is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Wants to throw on third. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Riley. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking for a man. It's Hart. Makes the grab on the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Sampson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Motion from the back. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Tight end now in motion. Handoff to the lone back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Hart. Dumps it off in the flats. He goes out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Catch in the middle, it's open. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Working that left side now. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. Got his man out of the backfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Bringing the heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because.
All out of space. The 10, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Going right to work up top. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Barber. Brings into the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Barber. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. They'll try to get it through the air. The throw. He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Bulldogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Hart. Hauls it in. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They boot it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wiley. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun 1st half than you? And it's been a dynamite 1st half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Georgia! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Offense in a bunch formation. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Hart. Swings it out to the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's open. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
To the air, it's Hart. Rushes on him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give out of the gun. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught over the middle. It's Riley. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Trying the left side. And some room to work.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Fires to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He wants to throw it again. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Catch in the middle. It's Carney. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. Gets it out quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll leave it with him. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
To the ground. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the air, it's Hart. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First play of this drive from the 5-yard line. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Looking for room. It's Montgomery. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a dogfight here in the second half all of a sudden. So let's see what this offense has. Let's see who can step up here and make a play.
And I'm not concerned about the other offense. Just do you. Do what you've done to be successful throughout this game.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Cox. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, give him 5 on that one.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Dropping back, it's Hart. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Sampson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the ground.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Looking to throw on first down. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
To the air, it's Hart. Quarterback adapted. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I'd like to see a little more creativity here with respect to the route running and play calling to help get these receivers open. Right now in that last play, they didn't do anything to work away from the defenders.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Wants to pass. Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. He's going to take off. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing.
Gets away from one, finds room. There he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. They move on top here in the 4th.
This is an impressive run by this squad, man. Getting down big and everything looking bleak, but to be able to believe in themselves, to play one play at a time, dig their way back. Palmer, they've come all the way back against a good team, and now they got the lead.
It's really been impressive, David. I think that was the question coming into this game. People wanted to know, are they for real, or are they just a bunch of front runners? They got down early, but they never quit. Their playmakers have stepped up. They've done what is necessary, and they've executed at a high level, and all of a sudden, down multiple touchdowns, here they are making a statement with the lead.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Turning it on! Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Gets it out fast. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Snagged out of the air. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They believe they can run right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes gets a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
It's complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Back to throw, it's Hart. Get it out on the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Video game type numbers now for this QB. He has been virtually unstoppable, and you know the Heisman voters are taking account of what he has done here in this game. He's got over 400.
Touchdown, Aggie! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Motion from the back. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments, and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Hart. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. to the air on first down. He's got him. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Gonna swing it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barber. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Lost to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
Here's the pressure. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carney. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Snagged in the middle, it's Obit. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
With the catch, it's Sampson. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, still looking. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
He might want another play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on third down. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge.